Certainly, can you hear me? Uh, yeah, what's it take? Yes. Go ahead. You ready? Okay. Oh, what? Delay? So we will not. No, it's not far, it's right here. Is that any better? Can you hear better now? Let's keep speaking because our technocrat here, our technology expert, he's going to adjust things as we go along. So can you hear me well now? Is it better? Okay, we'll work on the problem before we begin. We try to get the sound so it's proper. At least in the room we can hear. And what about somebody that's hearing live? He's going to check and see if it's working. In our room, it's working. In your space, it's not, the sound. And remotely, because this is being broadcast in 4 different ways, by the way. One, Zoom, two, live stream, and in the room. Really like. Okay, okay, okay. We're working on the technology as that we are. He is. And we're praying. He just did something. Is it better now or the same? Yeah. It's still not clear?
It's still not clear.
Is the sound any better or is the sound the same?
It sounds the same.
Is the sound any better? Surely, can you hear me?
Yeah, much better. Yes.
Much better. Much better. Let's try, with your hands on the voice over here. How's the sound? Sounded good?
Good. Yeah, good now. Very good.
Very good. Let's see some. Prahlad, how's the sound here in America?
It's hard.
It's good. Yay! Oh,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so any questions? Okay. on the occasion of my celebration of my birthday. By the way, it's birthday number 72. And my health is good, so don't worry about me. And the theme that we have been speaking from different angles is a life of service to His divine grace, meaning our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, a life of service, life of dedicated service to His divine grace. And part of that dedication, of course, is the chanting of the holy name. And this is a Harinam Diksha initiation for several persons. There's 4 of us in the room who are going to be initiated. There's a 5th one who's not with us, but he's going to receive initiation. He's like you in China, he's somewhere else in front of a camera. And there's 2 devotees in China. So there's 7 persons total who will be receiving Harinam Diksha, initiation into the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And it's a really wonderful set of devotees, quite variegated set of devotees that are here with us. And we'll speak something about that a little bit later. But on the theme of our weekend's topic, a life of service to His divine grace, I thought to focus on the final 2 verses of our Guruvastakam prayers. Guruvastakam prayers are sung in temples all over the world at the time of Mangalarti, unless you're in Vrindavan. And then in Vrindavan, it's before Mangalarti at Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi, and they sing Guruvastakam at that time, before, not before the deities, but before Prabhupada. That those of you that have been to Vrindavan, you'll know what I'm speaking about. Before Mangalarti in the temple, Guruvastakam is sung. But in all of our temples and many of our homes where they have a morning program, these Guruvastakam prayers are sung. They were given to us by Srila Prabhupada. And I wanted to discuss the last 2 for a specific reason. And you'll see on the screen, Guruvastaka number 7. And rather than recite, because you all know, Sakshad Hari Tvena, Sakshad Hari Tvena is in glorification or in recognition of Guru Tattva. The spiritual master is Sakshad Hari. Sakshad means self-same, and Hari. He is Hari. Sakshad Hari Tvena is having the quality of like Hari. And Samasta Shastraya, all the scriptures declare this. And also Sadbihi, the saintly person, they also declare this. Ukta tata bhavyata eva sadbi. Then comes an important phrase, kintu. Kintu, it's adding a new thought. Kintu means however. Prabhorya priya eva tasya. The spiritual master is the priya of Prabhu or Hari. The spiritual master is very dear to Lord Hari. Bande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Here's Prabhupada's translation in English and Chinese. Look at that. So in big letters is Kintu. However, and however is running off the screen on the left side, but that's what it says, however. So the however is the conjunction between the spiritual master is samasta, is Sakshad Hari, is the personality of Godhead himself, as told by the scriptures and all saintly people. However, he is the Priya to Prabhu. He is very dear to Lord Krishna. And it's running off the screen, but I'll read to you the translation. The spiritual master is to be honored as much as the Supreme Lord, because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. Now that's the second half. Kintu Prabhoya Priya Evatasya. This is acknowledged in all revealed scriptures and followed by all authorities. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of such a spiritual master who is a bona fide representative of Sri Hari. That's Sakshat Hari Tvena. But literally what it means is he is to be honored as Krishna. So there's this kintu word. And because of what we've been speaking about, and I plan to spend some more time on what we've been speaking about, and that is this very special position of Govardhan Hill. In the same way, Govardhan Hill is Krishna, and Govardhan Hill is a devotee of Krishna simultaneously. He's very special, Govardhan. According to the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, where the Govardhan Leela is discussed, it says, Krishna then assumed an unprecedented huge form to instill faith in the cowherd men, declaring, I am Govardhan Mountain. So the picture on my screen is a little better than the picture on your screen. But there you can see Govardhan Hill is at the center, and at the top there's Krishna holding a flute, and Krishna's showing this form of Hari. Govardhan became Hari or Krishna, declaring, I am Govardhan Mountain. So there's a non-difference between Govardhan and Krishna. And here's another nice painting that's a lot more clear. There's Krishna paying obeisances to Krishna. And behind Krishna paying obeisance to Krishna is another form of Krishna, Govardhan Krishna. But so Govardhan is Hari. Just see how this hill has appeared in person and bestowed mercy upon us. That's the Brijbasis recognizing the hill is the Supreme Person. And here's another very nice painting. There's the Anukut, the cooked foods that were placed in huge piles, large, that thing in the middle, that's a mountain of rice. And then, so many other kinds of preparations of all descriptions that the Brijbasis prepared. And there's Hari getting ready to eat everything, and sure enough, he ate everything. And there's Krishna down in Krishna and Balaram making that nice decoration for the offering to Sri Hari. So Krishna wanted to show, it's in these nice prayers that we heard of Rupa Goswami glorifying Govardhan, is that Krishna revealed to us the fact that Govardhan is Krishna to be worshipped as Lord Hari. At the same time, we have this nice description that the gopis say that, wait a minute, the best of all the devotees of Hari is Govardhan Hill. It's the mystery, right? I hope you get the mystery there in China, because Hari and Haridas are two. But Govardhan is both Hari and Haridas. In fact, he's not only Haridas, he's Haridas Varya, or the best of the devotees of Hari. According to the gopis, they pray in this way. Oh, my friends, this hill supplies Krishna and Balaram along with their calves, cows, and cowherd friends with all kinds of necessities. And they list some of those necessities, such as water for drinking, very soft grass, leaves, fruits, flowers, and vegetables. In this way, the hill offers respects to the Lord. There's many other things that are said in these prayers to Govardhan, including caves and flat places for sitting and minerals, because Krishna likes to decorate himself, or the cowherd boys like to decorate him. So they decorate with the minerals. And so many, every Govardhan it's a big pujari room. In that pujari room, there's boga for offerings, and there's flowers for making garlands, and there's minerals for decorating the deity, and everything you want, and then some. And Govardhan is making that offering to Krishna as Haridas. During this weekend, the Vyasa Puja address included a very beautiful song, or 8 prayers that were sung, and then the English translation. That's why I'm not playing it now, because we have Chinese devotees that couldn't follow. But maybe we could follow. Maybe we could follow. It's really nice. Since you're doing simultaneous translation, maybe at the end we'll do. But in the refrain, or that which comes at the end of each of the ashtakas, or 8 prayers to Govardhan, is this phrase: Pratyasham metvam kuru Govardhan purnam, which translates as, "Oh Govardhan, please arrange for the fulfillment of my desires." And of course, Rupa Goswami doesn't have material desires. He has only spiritual desires. And the devotee, this is the reason for making this connection. The devotee representing Krishna is Guru. And in that sense also, Govardhan is giving us instructions, as a guru gives instructions. Just by his own example, he's giving instructions of how to serve Hari, how to serve Krishna, with everything offered abundantly with love. And Krishna derives great happiness in our lives, just like we showed you on the from the camera. There's deity forms of the Lord here, many beautiful deity forms of the Lord, and we establish deity forms of the Lord under the authorization of Scripture. But Krishna establishes Govardhan as the worshipable deity for all the Brijbasis, who he himself worshipped. Imagine how exalted, how wonderful, how important, for the fulfillment of all spiritual desire. Because when we worship deity, we're instructed according to the process of bhakti, is not approach your deities for material. Necessities are there, of course, for all living entities. No need to worship deities for necessities, because the Supreme Lord takes care of those things, just like a loving parent will take care of their child. But Govardhan, the object of worship in Braja, is prepared also. And the petition of Rupa Goswami is for the fulfillment of all his spiritual desires. So when we approach Krishna, and we approach Krishna through spiritual master, that should be our position. So let's remember that verse again. Sakshad Hari Tvena Samasta Shastraya Uktastata Bhavyata Eva Sadbi Kinto, however, Prabhorya Priya Eva Tasya Bande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. So the initiation process is connecting one to Krishna through disciplic succession, and it's since it's through disciplic succession, honor goes to the current link because that's how we can connect to a disciplic succession that connects us to Krishna. And the final of the 8 verses of Gurvastaka is this one. And you're all familiar, so no need to sing it together, but Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado, that's positive. And then negative, Yasya Prasadan Na Gati Kutopi. Gati means goal. So one will not reach the goal, will not get the mercy of Krishna if one has failed to please the spiritual master. How important it is to please Krishna and to please Krishna, because that's bhakti, to please Krishna. And the Krishna is not going to be pleased if the spiritual master is not pleased, because he's Haridas, and we want to please Hari, or he's Sakshad Hari Tvena. He's to be respected like Hari, as the intimate representative of Hari. So he's to be taken that way because he's very dear to Lord Hari. So therefore, Yasya Prasadad Bhagavat Prasado, Yasya Prasadan Nagati Katopi. This is a cornerstone of our not only Vaishnava teachings, but Vedic teachings in general, the essential requirement of approaching the spiritual master to make this step that we're doing just now of initiation and formal connection with disciplic succession. Those of you that like to listen to Prabhupada's lectures, of course in China, there's some Chinese renderings of Prabhupada's lectures that's Prabhupada speaking and then a pause and translation into Chinese and so forth. Those of you that listen to Prabhupada's recordings, you'll know that whenever he speaks of the stages of bhakti, this initiation process falls in the category of bhajana kriya. So let's go back to the beginning of the stages of bhakti. The first stage of bhakti is some preliminary faith, adau shraddha. It begins with some faith. And when there is some faith, when Krishna sees, oh, my living entity, part and parcel, has some faith, let me nurture that faith by sending a representative. That's sadhu sangha. He sends into our lives the opportunity to say yes or no. And if we get sadhu sangha and we say yes, then comes the third stage. So preliminary faith, sadhu sangha, then bhajana kriya. And bhajana kriya means activity. Bhajan means our activities or practices of bhakti, like sadhana. So we do bhajana in the association of sadhus because that's what sadhus do. And this initiation comes in that stage. And with that comes this recognition of who is it with whom we are associating, this sadhu. And it's the understanding that we sing every morning is the spiritual master is a representative of Krishna, very dear to Krishna, and therefore to be respected like Krishna. And so much so that by displeasing the spiritual master or by pleasing the spiritual master, that's the indication of Krishna being pleased or not being pleased. So we want to please Krishna. So it's fundamental to our bhakti process. Here's the translation. By the mercy, here's the Chinese. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna, Bhagavad Prasada. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Therefore, I should always remember and praise the spiritual master. At least 3 times a day, I should offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master. Yasyastri Sandhyam, 3 times daily. And it becomes formalized when during this ceremony there will be 3 devotees from Kunming who receive second initiation, which they will recite Trisandhyam 3 times daily, which include mantras, offering obeisances to the lotus feet of spiritual master. And how to, one of the favorite preambles to many questions of devotees is how to, and how to become situated like this, in this manner that these verses are describing. It's the bhakti process. So what's the heart or the essence of the bhakti process? We have a nice teaching, among many nice teachings from Rupa Goswami, that tells us what is the heart of bhakti. Notice on the left side, the illustration has several hearts. We're going to see some more hearts on the right side. There's the processes of bhakti themselves. And in this celebrated verse of Rupa Goswami, Anushilanam. Many of you know the verse. The beginning part of the verse of Rupa Goswami is Abhilas, Anya Abhilas. Anya means other. Abhilas means desire. Anya Abhilasata Shunyam. Shunyam means just like Buddhism, nothing. Other desires, nothing. Abhilashita Shunyam. And which other desires? In the categories of jnana and karma, speculative knowledge and fruitive activities are not part of the bhakti process. Jnana karma jnanavritam, they're eliminated. So that's what bhakti isn't. Here's what bhakti is. There's processes of bhakti, that's the outer heart, then there's an inner heart. And Krishna is the object of devotional service, the object of our seva. And then there's another heart inside that heart. What's that? That is anukulyena, and that is the intention to please Krishna. That's our bhakti process. So what we want to do is spend as much of our time in that heart of the heart of the heart of the bhakti process. You can see at the bottom below your Chinese words there, that's a picture of Krishna. He's in the heart. And he is to be pleased. The intention of pleasing him is what the alignment message was that we spoke about during this weekend. And align our heart to our values, to our lives, to our what we do, what we speak, and so forth, are the lives that we live day to day, moment to moment. The external portion should match the internal portion. And we reside as much as possible in this intention to please Krishna, heart of hearts. And the last slide is this one. Specific to the chanting of the holy name, chant the holy name in that mood. That is, the intention of pleasing Krishna. And the intention of pleasing Krishna, or pleasing anyone, has a practical application. That's render some service. So render service to the name. Render service to the name. Our lives, one way of thinking of a life of devotion, for at least Hare Krishna devotees, is we chant Hare Krishna, the effect of which is to revive the mood of serving Krishna that has been forgotten or covered or, very far away from our consciousness. And it restores that service to Krishna consciousness. So while chanting, meditate on being in service to Krishna, and that will spill over or apply to all the activities of life. Here's a nice image. This is the servant and master. So Krishna rings a little bell, and we're there ready to do whatever he wants. That's the mood of service, whatever he wants. And if that mood of service is strong, your life will be filled with devotion in service to Krishna. And the medium, transparent medium to help us restore that is the spiritual master, giving us the teachings, giving us the mantra, giving us everything that we need. Provided we're in the service mode, we can make that necessary progress step. And the last slide is this one. I like this slide. Never leave his lotus feet. Once you have reached the lotus feet of Krishna, don't let go. And they may get a little rough or difficult or challenge or turbulence or something, hardship, something. The material world has experiences like that. But never leave Krishna's lotus feet. And that means then also never leave the lotus feet of the spiritual master, because that's access to Krishna's lotus feet by his mercy. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado. So that's the topic, these Guru Vastika verses. And I thought, because there's a number of persons who are going to receive initiation both here and in China. So I'm not exactly sure how to proceed. Is everything okay back there?
Yes, they're just getting another camera set up for the initiations here.
Okay. Okay. Another camera. Great. Sri Rupa to the rescue. We could have Ashok stand up and do the camera. That was a joke. It's a family joke. It's okay. Those that are part of the family, they know the joke. Okay, so something that's nice to do as individuals come forward, something is said about the individuals before they take their vows. So I think we're ready to do that. And I'll let you coordinate who says what. I'd like to know if Paramarupa is online, if he can say something about Vidyasaran. Is Paramarupa, can you unmute yourself? Will you be able to say something about Vidyasaran? Okay, we'll do Vidyasaran later. Let us begin.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. I was forcibly.
Paramarupa, are you there?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Paramarupa, are you there?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Let's proceed without Paramarupa. He's there. Paramarupa, I can see you. Can we hear you?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Are you able to hear me? Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Are you able to hear me?
There you are. Okay, so Paramarupa's in Boston. Vidyasaran is in upstate New York, and we're in Chicago. And Vidyasaran is going to get the transcendental initiation. And I'd like you to say something about Vidyasaran for our listening audience here. Some words of acknowledgement and so forth.
So, Vidyasaran Prabhu graduated from Northeastern University. Very interestingly, I met Vidyasaran Prabhu for the first time only over Facebook, where we were just doing an online sort of program. I never actually met him personally first in Northeastern. But then after we got introduced, Then gradually he was very, very sincere right from the very beginning. Even when we were doing programs twice, then also he would be there for every session. So later on, when our relationship grew, he was very, very strong in terms of exhibiting his mood of service. So he moved to New Jersey initially, where Srimati Mataji's family gave some necessary support for him. And then he got to serve in the temple as well whenever he got to. And in this way, with progressively, he moved forward in his Krishna consciousness, and now he is ready for initiation. Thank you.
And is his newly married wife available? Is she online also? Is Divya Leela on the Zoom call here? No? Okay.
She is Maharaj.
She is. Somewhere. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Okay. In any case, Vidyasaran, the practice you may not have seen. Oh, there she is. Okay, you're sideways. It does
Hare
look funny
Krishna, Guru
sideways.
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Vidyasaran, part of the procedure for initiation is taking initiation vows, in case you haven't been prepared for this. So there's the standard vows that Prabhupada would ask us to take at the time of initiation. Now, you're not before deities, but we are, and the deities are knowing your vows. So as soon as did you receive the beads in the mail yet, or are they due to arrive tomorrow?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I have received them.
Vidyasaran.
I received the beads, Maharaj.
Vidyasaran, we can't hear you. Okay.
Hare Krishna Guru
Did you
Maharaj.
receive the beads yet?
I have received the beads.
For some reason, we can't hear you.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj.
There you are. Okay.
I
Did
have
you receive the beads
beads,
yet?
Maharaj. I have received the beads.
Okay. I heard you. Okay. That's fantastic. So on your newly chanted beads, you will chant, the vow is to chant how many rounds every day for the rest of your life?
Minimum 16 rounds.
Okay, very good. And the rules that you'll follow, the
No
regular
meat
principles?
eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling.
Okay. And you'll very carefully follow the teachings of Srila Prabhupada for the rest of your life, yes?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Very good. Your initiated name, I can't hand you your beads because you already have them. But your initiated name is Vidya Bhushan Das. Bhushan means ornament, and Vidya Bhushan means the ornament of knowledge, just like Vidyasaran, very similar name. So that's your initiated name, Vidya Bhushan Das. And now we're going to be in our room here, and then after we finish our room here, we'll go to China. Without a visa,
Thank you
too.
very much, Guru Maharaj.
Okay, so those of you that don't know Ashok and Preeti Menon, you're going to get an introduction to Ashok and Preeti Menon. And Premananda is going to speak something about Ashok and Preeti Menon. She's spontaneously ready for anything. You got to take your mask down a bit so we can hear you better.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Ashok and Preeti. I have known both of you for over 30 years. Wow. There are so many devotees in Naperville who would have liked to be here today. And I can mention some names, the Jayrams, the Katars, and the rest of the Naperville devotees. And on all their behalf, I would like to say a few words of appreciation. First of all, let me express my heartfelt appreciation for both Ashok and Preeti for 30 years of steady devotional journey under the guidance of Guru Maharaj. Preeti, you are the heart and soul of Menon family. So I hope, Ashok Prabhu, you will be happy me speaking a little about her. Total dedication in service to Guru and Krishna, fixed determination in devotional practices, simplicity of heart, total commitment to any service that she has undertaken, loyalty and dependability, deep loving and caring nature are some of her outstanding qualities. I cannot list them all. She is an ocean of all good qualities. You are an extraordinary example of what dedicated service to Guru and Krishna, your husband, your children, your mother, and the rest of the family all put together should look like, with Krishna always in the center. I have seen Preeti watching over every move of the children, her 3 children, never letting them go out of her sight, even for a moment. Even their bike ride in Naperville in front of the house, it was like a restricted area within a certain perimeter, and they cannot step outside of that. And the children, each one unique in their own way, they knew how to entertain themselves just with some pen and papers. I always wondered how they did that, because they never had I never seen them playing with toys. They will sit around their dining table and just entertain themselves, And also, exceptional in their own devotional life. All of this because of your guidance and training. You kept them pointed in the right direction. And finally, after all these years, here you are with your good husband Ashok, taking the formal Harinama Diksha from Guru Maharaj. I wanted to wish you both, Ashok and Preeti, for the steady progress in your spiritual life. Your implicit faith and trust in Guru Maharaj will keep you on the path of your journey towards Krishna. My heartfelt best wishes. All the best in your spiritual journey on behalf of everyone in Naperville. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. I'm so very happy. Thank you.
For Ashok Prabhu and Preeti Mataji, I feel that speaking for a couple of minutes is not enough for me to do justice. It's very, very difficult because they are our extended family. And so for me to say a couple of sentences is difficult, so I'll keep it short. They have, among the wonderful things that I appreciate about both of them, they have, in one sense, taken Prahlad as their 4th child. And the kind of love and affection that they have showered over the past 16 years of his being there and us as a family. One thing that as I was thinking about them, I want to say quickly, because Sitaram Chandra are here. This is Sita Devi's speaking to Ramachandra that a couple works as a unit. And she says, Na tantri vadyate veena, na chakro vartate ratham. That a musical instrument, a stringed instrument, or musician the string, instrument that the string cannot vibrate. And a chariot, although it moves without the wheels, the chariot cannot move, but nobody pays attention to either the string individually or the wheel by itself, which means both of you. Something that I appreciate is Ashok Prabhu, as reticent as he can be and quiet, but he is a very, very strong force as well in the unit, in the family unit. And for years and years, he's supporting Preeti Mataji, and Preeti Mataji, as Premananda Mataji said, the picture I get is of a lioness, except that she doesn't necessarily roar every time, but very, very protective, caring, but very, very loving. So there's more, but I'll pass it on. You want to say something? He said no.
Hare Krishna. I'm so excited that Ashok Prabhu and Preeti Mataji are formally taking this step in their Krishna consciousness. Ashok Prabhu has always been this loving older brother. We have had our arguments and singing sessions. And Preeti Mataji, there are very few people who really feel comfortable to correct me and chastise me, and Preeti Mataji is one of them, and I really appreciate that. Like an older sister, she does that, and she allows me also sometimes to argue with her, and it's just her humility and Ashok Prabhu's, like my husband said, all these years, supporting the whole family, their Krishna consciousness. I just, I'm so glad that finally they both are taking this step. I'm done.
I invited Sundari Radha to get the last word.
Thank you, Marge. I just wanted to share that as I see my sister now raising 2 kids, I realize like how much it takes. I'm sorry if I get emotional. I realize how much it takes to raise children as devotees. And to my dad, during his own journey, trying to become a devotee, he always pointed us in the right direction. And I still remember him going like, no, I'm a demon. Don't look at what I'm doing. Just look at what they're doing. He always pointed me to do what the right person was doing. And I realize how hard that is now as I'm going on my own journey. And then I wanted to share a story about my mom and how one time Marge was walking out of the temple room and there was like a whole crowd of people and everyone was kind of opening the door and shutting it and opening the door and shutting it. And my mom saw Marge coming. I think I was there because I had just come to get pizza money for the bake sale. So I somehow happened to be there and she held the door open for Marge and stood right behind it. So Marge couldn't see her. And Marge wondered why the door wasn't closing after he walked out. So he peeked behind the door and then he saw my mom like hiding behind the door. And you turned to me, Marge, and you said, become like her. And at that time I was like, oh, yay, Marge, talk to me. And I'm going to get pizza now after I get the money. But over the years, I really understood what that meant when I saw my mom's faith in you and Krishna. Even in such trying times, I can clearly remember 3 days before my sister's wedding when our temple pipes exploded and there was so much reason for chaos, but she stood so strong. She basically took one gasp. That was all she did. And she just did what she needed to do. And I love that I don't know why I got you as a mother, but I feel really lucky. So thank you. And I will take your instruction to heart, Marge. I hope I can be like her. Thank you.
Okay. Now, for those of you in China that don't know why we went so long, it's because these 2 devotees are very special to all the community. So we're spending extra time. And we won't do the same with everyone else because of their very special position. So, Ashok, you could come forward a bit because I can hand you your beads. Yeah. Is he okay? Yes. We've got all the cameras ready. Okay. You can see now. Okay. Long journey, huh? Yeah. But you have a lot of support from a lot of people who have a lot of affection for you and your wife. So how many rounds you'll chant on these nicely oiled beads every day? Okay. And the 4 rules that you'll follow. Okay. And you'll continue to, as you've been doing, following Srila Prabhupada's teachings as best you can. The initiated name is Ananga Mohan Das. Here's a little feedback that goes with it. Obeisances, yes? Little difficult with the deities over there. And Preeti, for those of you that are from some other place, this is I'll say it again while we're waiting, kind of like a celebrity couple. So it's a very special occasion for everyone, and not only for them, but for everyone. How many years have you as a couple been practicing Krishna consciousness? Too many to count, right? You gave some number? Premananda, how many years? 30 plus years. 30. For those of you in China, think about it. Some of you may not be 30 years old yet. This family have been practicing, husband and wife, practicing Krishna consciousness for over 30 years. Very special devotees. Okay, so this is the time to be calm, not the time to be in anxiety. Okay. How many rounds you'll chant on your beads every day? Okay, and the 4 rules that you'll follow. Okay, and you'll continue as you've been doing for 30 plus years, carefully following Prabhupada's instructions. Your initiated name is Preeti Lakshana. Preeti Lakshana Devidasi ki jai. Everyone knows the meaning. Lakshana means characteristic. The characteristic or qualities of loving affection, loving service to Krishna. Shravan, I think we can have you come forward next. You want to say something? Either of you or both of you? Where's the microphone? Come forward here. Yes, go ahead, begin.
So I've known Shravan for about 6 or 7 years now. perhaps longer, but 6 or 7 years I remember. And one thing that I appreciate about Shravan, and I expressed to him that he is a survivor. I shouldn't say survivor. He is one who is very resilient. And I know a little bit his personal journey. And in most circumstances, people who had to deal with what he has to deal with in his own life, it'd be very, very challenging to tread water. But he has somehow, by Maharaj, your grace and Krishna's grace, he has really, really received a lot of grace, and he has learned to hold on to that grace and come to the surface of water and get his head over the water and really continuing Krishna consciousness. So from time to time, I tell him that I really appreciate the way he has grown and come to the point of taking initiation from you. It's definitely a case study of how the spiritual master's grace has kept a person afloat very, very strongly.
Okay, so we're not. I think we're just going to move. You can. Hey, Mangi should say something and want to say something, but we have to move. So it's okay. Vows. We know vows are meant to be kept, right? So we're making vows that are meant to be kept. So the number of rounds you'll chant on your beads each day, and the 4 rules that you'll follow. Very good. And as you've been doing for some time, you'll continue to follow Prabhupada's teachings carefully. Okay. Your initiated name is Shravanamangala Das.
Shravanamangala Das ki jai.
You'll find your name, go ahead. You'll find your name in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, Text 15, 2715. Someone write it down, 2715. And it means one who receives everything auspicious simply by hearing the holy name. That's the explanation Prabhupada has given for your name. One who receives everything auspicious simply by hearing the holy name. Shravana Mangala Das. And Vaishali, obeisances before the deities first, then come over here. And
so I met Vaishali at our IIT, Illinois Institute of Technology program. And she came semester after semester for all, actually has been continuing for over 4 years now. And she is a PhD student getting ready to complete her PhD soon, and also the president of the Vedic Vision Society at IIT now that Yashodanandan's facilitating. But when Vaishali first came, she never asked a question, she never spoke. She would come, she would sit, and she would leave, and I would always think, this person, I'm not going to see her again. And she would surprise me by coming the next week. And then I would think she's not going to come back again. And again, she just kept coming week after week after week. I never spoke a word, and I also respected it that she never approached or talked, so I left her that way. And then one fine day she comes and tells me she's chanting 16 rounds and studying Srimad Bhagavatam. And I was amazed at what kind of self-motivated person she is. And she's been able to keep up her PhD work without getting stressed, chanting, studying. And on Sunday nights, she and a team of IIT students, they're always in the kitchen washing pots. So she's one of those pot washers who will happily do it and stay in the kitchen and live in the background and be perfectly happy. And so when she said that she would like to take Maharaj's shelter, obviously I was very delighted. And then since then, she's been very, very sincerely hearing Maharaj's classes, hearing Srila Prabhupada every day, studying Srimad Bhagavatam by herself and in a group, and just chanting and moving forward in life. So I'm very, very happy for you, Vaishali. I'm very honored to have known you. Thank you. And wonderful day for you here.
What a journey, huh? Yeah. There's something core inside that bhakti core is being nurtured somehow by Krishna's mercy. Okay, so the initiation vows are the same. How many rounds you'll chant every day. And the 4 rules that you'll follow. Okay. And you'll continue as you have been doing, following Prabhupada's teachings as best you can. Okay. The initiated name is Vadanya Dasi.
Hari Bol! Vadanya Devi Dasi ki jai!
Nice feedback. Compliments of Hemangi, I guess. Huh? Shravan, okay. Vadanya, it means, it's the name of Radharani. And it means one who has the quality of grace, or very liberal, very generous, very agreeable, very intelligent. That's Radharani's name. Vadanya, one of her names, Vadanya Devi Dasi. So now it's time, Surabhi, for our 2 devotees in China to receive their, take their vows and receive their names. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. You have somebody to speak something about them, please?
Yes, Ambika Mataji will speak something about them.
Okay, so Ambika, take it away.
Yeah. Guru Maharaj, please wait a moment. I need to re-enter into Chinese channel.
Okay.
Yeah. Manini Radha， 你能不能够再把我设置为同声传译？
实际上，他们现在可以听到你的说话，就是不需要再切换。
哦，不需要了是吧？好 ，Ambika Mataji，Ambika Mataji， 您在吗 ？Ambika Mataji。
Surabhi, if you want, she can just say this after they take their vows, and
yes,
because then we can continue over here, and you can speak over there. How's that?
Yes. Okay. Yes, Guru Maharaj. Ambika 妈妈是这样子的，等他们启迪了之后，您再去介绍一下他们。
好
啊，
好。
Yes, yes, Guru Maharaj.
Okay. Okay.
听得见吗？
我听得见。你那边有回音。
So.
那为什么？
Is it possible to see?
那能够把你们的视频打开吗？
他们控制了，主持人控制视频呢。主持人控制了，他出不来。
你们可以把那个视频的那个键摁一下，你们自己可以。
摁了也打不开，摁了还是不开。
哦，现在也我们还记得你的啊 ，yeah now
啊，开了，主持人开了，刚才开了。
你们自己摁一下 ，they need to press the video。
不开了吗？
好了，已经开了，我们看得见了。Guru Maharaj, you see?
I can see.
Gorangi, yes.
Hello.
Guru Maharaj 向你们那个的招手呢。Guru Maharaj, they offer garland to you. and offered them to you. Offerings.
Okay. She's offering a lamp.
Yeah.
All right.
看见了。
好的，好啦。
It must be cold there in Beijing. You got a hat on.
啊，你们在北京肯定很冷吧？你们都戴着帽子呢。Yes, Guru Maharaj. But at home, at home is warm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll ask her to take her vows.
开了。我们来请他们来发下誓言。等一下啊，一个一个的来。
How many rounds? You now have your beads, yes?
你们已经收到了珠子了，是吧？是。Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how many rounds you'll chant on your beads for the rest of your life?
你们余生每天念诵多少圈啊
16圈。
At least 16 rounds.
Ah, very good. And the
很好。
the four rules that you'll follow?
事项规范，你们要追随的事项规范。
吃鱼肉蛋，不吃鱼肉蛋，不过非法性生活。
No meat, no intoxication, no illicit sex.
废品，不赌博。
No gambling.
Now that's both of them together. They're taking their vows in duet, huh?
你们俩一起发下誓言了，通常情况下是一个一个的。
Okay. And they will carefully follow Prabhupada's teachings for the rest of their life. That's a vow, right?
这你们的誓言当中也有发下誓言，余生会一如既往的去追随释帕帕的教导，是吗？是。Yes, sure.
是的。
Okay. 是。
Okay. So the first of the two names is Katyayani Devidasi.
第一个来向前启迪的名字是 Katyayani Devidasi， 是陈玉台。Guru Maharaj is 陈玉台 ，Bhakti 陈玉台。
Correct.
Yeah， 是的，陈玉台 Mataji， 这是你的灵性的名字 ，Katyayani Devidasi。
Katyayani.
Oh, Katyayani, sorry. Katyayani Devidasi.
Excuse me. Surabhi. K-A-L, Kalyani. K-A-L, not Katyayani. Kalyani.
Oh, okay.
Kalyani. Kalyani. It means one who is very kind.
Kalyani 是 Kalyani Devidasi。Kalyani 的意思是非常和蔼可亲的意思。
And you're the servant of one who is very kind. Kalyani Dasi.
而你是那个非常和蔼可亲仁慈的那位仆人。Kalyani Devidasi。
And the other Mataji?
另外一位 Mataji， 周 Mataji， 请您上前。
Your initiated name is Vibhavari Devidasi.
Guru Maharaj, could you repeat?
Vibhavari. Where are you?
你的起的名字是 Vibhavari Devidasi。
Your name means the abode of the moon, Shashi.
那这个名字的意思是 Shashi， 是月亮的居所。
Just like we sing that in a very important Vaishnav song is called Vibhavari Shesha.
有一首歌非常著名的是 Vibhavari Shesha。
So I suggest that you learn that song, and
我建议你学习这首歌。
And you can think of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's glorifying Krishna.
而且在这首歌当中，你可以了解到 Bhaktivinoda Thakur 他是如何荣耀 Krishna 的。
But your name is the title of the song.
你的名字就是这首歌的歌名儿。
So in course of time, you'll learn this song.
所以你要学会这首歌。
Hare Krishna.
好，谢谢。
Yes, Guraj, sure.
Okay. And now, Ambika, is she there?
Yes, Guraj, she's there.
Okay,
你
Ambika.
上前来
You,
，Ambika 妈妈。
Ambika, you spend some time describing your words of appreciation of these two devotees, okay?
Ambika 妈妈她会来去讲一点关于这两位奉献者，非常欣赏他们的荣耀他们的话。
So I think
Yes.
I think we can end the Zoom connection, and later I'll give Gayatri Mantra to the three devotees from Kunming.
我想我现在可能离开这个 Zoom 房间，然后待会儿呢，去给来自昆明的3位奉献者2次启迪。
Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Gaur Premanandi Haribol.
Jai. Haribol. Ambika 妈妈，您就继续说吧，关于这2位奉献者的介绍和荣耀。
好嘞。首先我说那个陈一台马大姐，她的名字叫口亚米马大姐，那个可亲可爱、仁慈的仆人。这位马大姐真是可亲可爱，咕噜玛萨这太英明了。那个这个马大姐呢，我认。
Ambika, we're going to continue with our ceremony here, okay? We'll let you just discuss locally, and we're going to cut the connection with China.
那么现在呢，因为我们要做这个启迪的一个祭祀仪式，所以呢，我们现在会离开，然后呢，你就跟当地的奉献者一起来荣耀吧，荣耀他们2个人。我们现在要离开这个房间了。
好哎，好
，Hare Krishna。Haribol, thank you very much, Guraj.
Haribol. Make that cut it. Okay. So let's continue over here. Interesting technology, especially with a cable that doesn't work right. Let's do Brahma Samhita, and then the rest is, you know, you've got a microphone. We're ready for Brahma Samhita. Does everybody have a copy that needs a copy? Okay. You already know. Oh, you're going to look at hers. Okay. Ishara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Briksha Laksha Vratesu Surabir Abhipadayantam Lakshmi Sahasrashata Sambrahma Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kanvantam Aravinda Dalayataksham Varhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Aloda Chandrakana Sadhanamalya Bangshi Ratnakalavinasam Shamam Tibangaladitam Yata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitamachotimanadi manantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabam Adurlabam Atma Bhaktao Govindamadi Purusham Namaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayo Ratapi Manasomani Pungavanam Sopyasti Yad Prapadasintya Vajincha Tatve Govindamadi Purusham Namaham Bhajami Ekopya Saurachayatam Jagadanda Koti Yachaktirasti Jagadanda Yadanta Andantarasta Paramana Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yad Bhava Bhava Tadiyama Najasta Taiva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Chanayana Voshaha Suktairiyameva Nikamba Pratataistavanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavi Tabirya Eva Nitarupataya Kalavihi Goloka Eva Nivyasatya Kilatma Bhutto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundarama Chinchudana Sarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Murtishakala Yamena Tishtan Nana Vatara Makaro Bhuvaneshu Kinto Krishna Swayam Samabhavak Paramakumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Koti Shashesha Vasudhani Vibhuti Vinnam Tad Brahma Nishkalam Anantam Vashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya Hiyasya Jagadanda Shatani Sutte Traikunyatad Vishaya Veda Vitayamana Sattva Bhagambi Parapattam Vishuddha Sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Patayama Yat Praninam Panipadam Smaratam Upekya Vilayatena Bhuvanani Jagatya Jasram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanamni Nijadamni Talecha Tasya Devi Maheshu Haridama Suteshu Teshu Tete Prabhava Nichayami Tasya Yena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Srishti Sthiti Pradaya Sadhana Shaktireka Chaye Vyasya Bhuvanani Vivarti Durga Ishchanurupam Apiyasya Chateshtitesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Kshiram Yatadati Vikara Vishesha Yogat Sanjayate Nitata Pratagasti Hetoho Yaksham Bhutam Apitata Samupaiti Karyad Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dipasya Eva Yadasham Dharam Abhyupeta Dipayateva Vritahetu Samana Dharma Yastadrageva Gita Vishnutaya Vipati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakaranagudavade Bhajati Smayoga Nidramananda Jagananda Sarvamakupa Adara Shaktim Avanamya Param Samurtim Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasyayata Nishvasitakana Bhavatamya Jivanti Loma Vilajagadadandadara Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vasmanyatanshma Sakaleshu Najesha Tejaha Sviyam Kiyaka Karyata Ditadvadatra Ramaya Esha Jagadanda Vidana Karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yat Pada Pallava Yugam Vidadhaya Kumbha Dvandve Pranama Samaye Saganadi Rajaha Vinhan Vihantam Adamacha Jagatayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ambu Marudu Shasha Kalastatama Manasita Jagatayani Yasmad Bhavanti Devabhanti Vishanti Ancha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yakshakshur Esa Savita Sakala Prahanam Raja Samasta Suramurtir Ashesha Tejaha Yasya Gaya Brahmati Samvrita Kala Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Dharmo Tapapa Nichaya Shrutayasta Pansi Brahmadi Kita Patagavadayasta Jiva Yadatra Mata Dikapa Prakata Prabhava Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yastvindra Gopam Atalendra Mahosva Karma Bandhana Rupa Padavajanam Atanoti Karmani Nirdahita Kintu Chabakti Bhajam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Yankrodakama Sahaja Pranayadi Diki Vatsanya Moha Guru Gaura Vasenya Bhavai Sanjintya Tasya Sadrisham Tanamapurete Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataramo Drama Bhumi Shantamani Ganamayi Tayam Amritam Kata Ganam Natyam Ganamam Api Bangshi Priyasaki Chidanandam Jyoti Param Apitad Asvadyam Apicha Sayatraksharadhi Shavati Surabi Vyasha Sumahan Nimesha Dyakyo Vavrajati Yahi Yatrapi Samaya Vaje Shweta Dvipam Tamaham Iha Golokam Nityam Vidanta Steshanta Shati Virana Tarapati Paye Ishara Parama Krishna Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam.
So we will do Archana. Need to take a few minutes. Now with the spoon and water, you will wash your left hand first and your right hand. And please repeat. Om
Om
Pavitra
Pavitrava Sarvavastam Gatopiva Yasmaret Pudarikaksham Sabhaya Abhyantara Sachihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu.
Your right hand. Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Om Madhavaya Namaha.
Om Madhavaya Namaha.
Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Om Madhavaya Namaha.
Om Madhavaya Namaha.
Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Om Keshavaya Namaha.
Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Om Narayanaya Namaha.
Madhavaya Namaha.
Om Madhavaya Namaha.
And because of COVID and everyone sitting distant, you and Prabhu, when Maharaj utters Swaha, you can put in the fire for Shravana Mangala and Vadanyaya. There is a plate next to you. So whenever you hear Swaha, you'll put grains with these 3 fingers the middle two in the front, in the plate next to you. And finally, when Maharaj calls for Purnahuti, the final mantra, and you place the banana in the fire, at that time the grains also will go in the fire. And I'm going to keep the fire small because our smoke detectors are very interesting. I remove the batteries, whatever. But sometimes they get a little cranky. I kept the windows in that open. We'll try our best. Yashodanandan, I may need your help in case the alarm goes. There are 3 upstairs and downstairs. We need to do it. Have to sort of just in case. Okay. Microphone is with me. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yes. So we'll begin and then I think Maharaj will lead us. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swamin Iti Namine Swaha Swaha Swaha
Om Agyanatimirandasya Yananjana Salakaya Chakshonamilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha 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 Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Swaha 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 Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Anditam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadotam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanditanscha Swaha 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 Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Swaha 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 Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jvala Premadhya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostate Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta Dvanta Harine Swaha 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 Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambarasam Bodhe Padambo Jayate Namaha Swaha 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 Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Sarupaya Rupa Dugavarayate Swaha 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 Gaura Virbhava Bhumestvam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Swaha 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 Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhobhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Swaha 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 Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gortashe Namaha Swaha 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 Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Swaha 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 Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Swaha 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 Jayatam Suratao Pangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsarvasvapadam Bhojo Radha Madana Mohano Swaha 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 Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadramadaha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Deva Preshtanibhi Sevyamano Smarami Swaha 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 Shriman Rasavrasarambhi Bangshi Vata Tata Stataha Karshan Venusvanayar Gopir Gopinatha Shriyestanaha Swaha 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 Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanusute Devi, Pranamami Hari Priye, Swaha, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Now, final mantra.
So we'll stand with the banana. Both your hands. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Grandma. Stand next to her to hold her up. We probably should have had you in a chair, huh? She's giggling. She'll be painting tonight, probably. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha, Jagat Hitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha, Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to your devotees. On that sweet note, this concludes the Vyasa Puja weekend. Thank you so much for participating so enthusiastically. Congratulations to all the initiates. And all the Vyasa Puja offerings are now on the Vyasa Puja website, the same one that had the Vyasa Puja schedule. We encourage everyone to register so that they can read the offerings from the past 5 years. And I'd just like to sneak a little appreciation into Sundari Radha, our MC, for being an amazingly clear, concise, and captivating MC. I think we can all agree that her jokes are the best. Thank you, Hare Krishna.